One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Got to text Jess now. When are you guys going to do another Justin Timberlake ticket game? I don't know. We don't know. We're doing an hour from now. Speaking of Justin Timberlake, when I got in this morning, I saw this video of Justin Timberlake, and it bothered me so much I posted it on my Instagram. So you can see it on my Instagram, and there's like a fight going on in the comments. But I'll play the audio for you, and then I'll get in to explain what the fight is. So it's a car. Have you seen the video yet? A carload of people pull up. So Justin Timberlake, there's a bunch of guys driving in their car and on the road, and I guess they see Justin Timberlake in the car next to him. They're like, "Oh my God, Justin Timberlake! Oh my God, Justin Timberlake!" And they're, waving. They roll down the windows, waving at him. And just like you saw happen with Ariana Grande, remember? And then she starts singing with them.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Well, these guys, Justin Timberlake, and he rolls down the window, and he's like, "Well, here, I'll play it for you. Here's what happens."
Justin Timberlake. Bro, roll out the window. Roll down the window.
You want something?
Let's race.
You want something? No.
Let's race.
You want something?
No. Let's race. Stop.
Get out of here, you.
What?
That's a bummer because it's like you can hear the excitement when they're like, roll down the window, roll down the window. It's like just smile and say hi.
Right.
Like, what?
But what happened before that?
Yeah.
Like, I want to give Justin Timberlake the benefit of the doubt, although, I mean, we have the evidence, but like maybe they were being jerks in the car ahead of time or
Didn't start
something.
filming
Like
until-
maybe they were swerving into him. You never know. But then also it's like they're fans. Kind of like, you kind of got to.
He could have been like, "Hey, well, you guys got to drive. Watch how you do." Because you see he rolls down the window and he actually looks really pissed. And he
That's
also
what I'm saying.
looks,
Did they were they harassing
Did they
him?
cut him
I
off?
don't know.
You can see, I posted the video. It's on my Instagram, John J. Van Ness. And the argument going on in the comments right now is that, well, he's a celebrity. He signed up for this. And then someone else like, he's been famous since he was a kid. He didn't know what he was getting into. And then all these people going back and forth. Well, he should be nicer. Oh, the whole drinking and driving thing because he got a DUI. He actually his eyes look glazed to me when I'm looking at
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I shouldn't say that. But
I mean, we could all be nicer.
Yeah. Yesterday I was driving. I was going to go make a left. I hate to say what I'm about to say you is wrong, but I'm about to tell you. I was going to make a left, and it was traffic. And you know how the left lane is, sometimes it can be open, but traffic, you have to get further back before you can make a left lane, get in the left lane. Does that make sense? Like there's a left-hand turning lane.
Yeah.
And maybe there's one car in the lane, but traffic is so far back.
You can kind of ride the turn lane just a little bit to get to your stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to do that. I was going to wait. And I was also on my phone. Right, so traffic. So I was on my phone. I'm going to wait till I can get into the lane to make the left, and then finally when it got to turn to make a left, someone came up behind me like I was going to crash into them. But they were at fault. But they honked and they got really violent. But I was on my phone. But I wasn't in the wrong. I hate that they were in the wrong, but I was on my phone. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Like I
They
want to be
canceled
like,
it out.
I want to be like, "What's your problem, man? You're making a left before you make a left." And then But anyway. So the Justin Timberlake thing. Check it out. Go to John J. Van Ness on Instagram. Okay, shift gears. Where were you last night, Payton, where I saw all the dolls?
Oh my gosh. I was at a restaurant in downtown Phoenix called Hanny's. Have you guys ever heard of it?
No.
It's like a cute little restaurant and bar, but then they have this downstairs basement area, and apparently it used to be some old bar that's haunted, and there's a table with probably 20 dolls just sitting there staring at you.
Well, it should be haunted.
It was
Why would you go there?
Well, because me and my brother went out to dinner last night and went to go grab a drink, and then he was like, "Have you ever been to the basement?" I was like, "No, what's in the basement?" And he took me down to the basement of this
So
restaurant.
creepy.
Oh my gosh.
Can anybody go in the basement?
Yeah. Literally, look. Here's the dolls. Can you guys see?
Oh my gosh, that
they're
literally
scary
looks like
looking.
something out of a horror movie.
Yeah.
They're behind a fence?
They're behind a fence that you can't walk in. And
Are those dolls, were they there when they opened up the restaurant?
I do
oh my
not
God.
know the lore of Hanny's, but if you know, please let me know, because I was scared. I walked down with him and I was like, Jalen, I believe in this kind of stuff. the haunted, wicked. I want to leave. Can we
'cause
go?
really-
It's good that it's your brother. Can you imagine being on a date? You want to go down to the basement? Oh, no. Freak show? Joe from you?
Yes.
But didn't you say something about you get into an argument with your mom because you like to go drink by yourself at a bar?
It wasn't an argument, but
Oh.
she called me weird. My mom and my boyfriend Kadeem called me weird because I like to go enjoy a happy hour by myself every now and then. Like, I enjoy being in a social setting like that and just eating my food and having my espresso martini by myself and scrolling
That
on my
tracks.
phone.
But like sometimes you'll talk to people around you and sometimes you won't.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've
Yeah.
got the opportunity to chat. But if you
Sure.
don't want to chat, you don't chat.
But like 9 times out of 10, like I don't want to talk to anyone. I will if you start talking to me, but like I just want to scroll on TikTok.
So then
Well,
you're at the bar and everyone can hear people can hear your TikTok.
No, I bring my headphones. That would be rude.
So you're at the bar with headphones, having a drink by yourself, scrolling on your phone.
Yep.
What is it about being around people while you're doing that you like, other than just like sitting on your couch at your house alone?
I don't know. I think I just like to like be around people,
Okay.
but I like to be by myself. I don't know. I guess it is weird. I don't know.
I used to
I
go
do
to this
enjoy
one
it though.
when my family was out of town. When my kids were younger, my wife would take the kids and go up north for the summer, and I would go up on the weekends. And then during the day or at dinner time, I would go to this one restaurant, which to eat by myself. And most people that ate by themselves would order at the bar and sit at the bar. And I was like, "There's no way I'm sitting at the bar." So I would have to wait for a table, and I'd sit by myself at a table and just eat. And I love that. I love eating alone. I do. I don't want to sit at the bar though. Bigger chance for people to talk to you.
Yeah,
It's almost
they-
like you're asking for people to talk to you.
No, and like a lot of times, like I mean, I think I'm a very approachable person sometimes, so I do end up with a lot of the side conversations. But I enjoy it because you learn about people, and then you get to hear fun, crazy stories that
And
I
then
get to
you're
come
gone.
back and tell you guys.
What was your modeling thing? Yeah, I saw like you did you were like had makeup on and you were like doing something.
Yeah, I did a photo shoot last night for my friend Angel. She owns this restaurant called Love Bite Dumplings. I told you guys
Oh, you
about
talked
it.
about that.
Yeah, and it's like kind of like your healthier version of your grab and go. It's like a cute little shop in downtown Phoenix. And she's gone viral on TikTok like a handful of times because it's like seriously the cutest shop. And she asked me if I would be down to model in her photo shoot for Valentine's Day. And I was like, heck yeah, girl. So basically, I was a runaway bride. And she like dressed me in all white. And I basically like did this photo shoot with this super dope photographer in this studio. And it was so cool. Such a fun experience because like I was like so awkward. Like I don't model. Like also I like don't have the body shape to model like that. So I'm all like self-conscious and like awkward. But
You're
it was fun.
gorge. You're
Thank you.
gorge. I can't wait to see these pictures.
The pictures are gonna be nuts. I'm so excited.
When
They're
do
gonna
you-
be so fun.
When do you get to see him?
I'm not exactly sure when I get to see the pictures, but I have some behind the scenes photos that I'll post
Yay.
for you guys so you guys can see it
I
on the
wanna see
John
that.
Jane
That
Rich
sounds
Instagram
cool.
account. Yeah, I'm really, really excited. It's gonna be so fun.
Was it weird being in a wedding dress?
I wasn't really in a wedding dress, but it was weird being in white. Like, I sent the picture to my friends in my group chat, and they were like, did you send this to Kadeem to show him how good you look in white? Like, that was kind of like the conversation. But then I was also like, oh my gosh, like, if I post these pictures on Instagram, like, people might think I went and got eloped and, like, just got married. But who knows? It was fun. I was wearing a veil. It was cool.
And Kyle, this weekend when you were in Denver,
Oh my gosh. So we went out for my sister's birthday. She had like a milestone birthday. So she had this huge party. And I think she had 35, 40, maybe even 50 people there. And at the end of the party, they wanted the party to keep going, like half of them. So there's probably about 25 people. And Scott and we had flown in that day. So I'd been up since 3 a.m. My sister comes over and she's like, we're going to a speakeasy. Are you guys coming? And I look at Scott and I'm like, okay, yeah, totally. Let's go. Like, I can't bail on my sister for her birthday. So we go and we try to find this speakeasy. We find it and they're like, your party's too big. We can't let you in. And we're
Wow.
like, excuse me? How rude. So we walk even further from where we were. Mind you, it's freezing out. There's snow on the ground. We walk to this bar, and the bar's like, it was fine, but it was kind of lame at the same time. And so we're sitting there, and I'm just like watching my sister get super drunk. And I don't really drink very much, so I'm like the sober person in the bar at this point, and I'm getting so tired. And my other sister, Jenny's like, I need to go home. Like, I need to leave. Like, I'm out of here. I'm going to get an Uber. And so me and my other sister, yeah, there's 4 of us, we were like, we're not going to let you walk out there alone. At least let us walk you to your Uber. So we get out of the bar, and Jenny's like, I can't deal with these shoes anymore. I'm over it. I'm done. And so she takes off her heels. It's, okay, I I understand the pain of like walking in heels and just being totally done. I have walked through Vegas barefoot. I do not judge with the barefoot thing because once those heels get you in that spot, it feels so satisfying to take them off and you don't care what you're walking on. In fact, she didn't care because not only was she walking barefoot on the streets of downtown Denver, but she was walking through the snow as we crossed the street. She was just like, that's how bad she wanted to get out of there and take the shoes
And
off.
walking barefoot in snow is so painful. But then again, I guess it would numb her up.
Yeah. So I had forgotten socks on the trip, but I had remembered like slipper socks, and that's what I was wearing with my boots. And so it was making them really tight and uncomfortable. So I had taken one of the socks off, and it was in my purse. At one point, she's like, "You have socks, don't you?" I was like, "I have a sock." She was going to borrow my one sock and walk down the street, but then the Uber showed up, and so it didn't happen. But it was a night. It was definitely a night. It was definitely an adventure. It was like such a fun theme. And like randomly, me and my sister ended up picking out the same jacket.
That's really cute.
I loved
So
that.
fun. It was
You
a good,
picked up
good
the same
time.
jacket in different parts
We had no idea. In fact, we
you're
bought
here.
them from different places.
in different
And
cities.
different places, different cities, different websites we bought
That's
them from.
wild.
And we picked it. It was like literally the same jacket, but I guess like sisters think alike sometimes.
It's funny, you, Peyton by herself at a bar, and Kyle with 25 people not getting into a bar.
Too many people.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
Deciding on what to listen to is hard. Using Zumo to stream music from iHeart 90s radio is easy. Or play iHeart Country or Hip Hop Beats. Your choice, all for free. Stream easy with Zumo Play. Get live and on-demand entertainment with no logins, no signups, no accounts, no hassle. This April, binge these classics. The Whole Nine Yards starring Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry. Adaptation with Nicolas Cage and Meryl Streep. And The Fisher King with Robin Williams. All streaming free on Zumo Play. Go to play.zumo.com now. Life is hard. Zumo is easy.
Right.
Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you.
Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit sceducationlottery.com.